Before Beautiful Joe was even a concept, the game creator had to fail upwards, which sounds kinda weird, but hear me out real fast. Before Joe could truly be started, Hideki Kamiya had already been rejected by Sega, turned down by Namco, and seemingly stumbled into Capcom almost as by accident, which in hindsight is wild to think about. But it all turned out for the best, because by the time when he was 23, he was already directing Resident Evil 2, which, once again, when I was in my early 20s, I was getting cooked at retail. I wasn't doing anything cool. I was getting cooked by retail. Man, if retail PTSD is a thing, I definitely have that. And all the blame for that goes to Ross and Family Dollar. But they did pay for college, so thanks for the mental scars, I guess. Either way. And even while directing Resident Evil 2, Hideki didn't just want horror, he wanted flair. And that's exactly why Resident Evil 2 leans harder into action than his predecessor. And this would lay the foundation for what later would be his signature style, over-the-top set pieces and action, and his unapologetic love for the movie. And this is the same energy that birthed Devil May Cry later. While originally DMC was supposed to be Resident Evil 4, Hideki kinda took it too far with the whole style-driven territory, to such an extent that Shinji Mikami looked at it and basically said, "This is a really cool game, but this isn't Resident Evil anymore." So his initial idea kind of got scrapped. But instead of letting the setback/failure keep him down, he spun this off into its own thing. And suddenly, Hideki was known as the guy who could even turn bugged out juggle mechanics into a revolutionary aspect of action games. But then came Beautiful Joe, and without question, this was Hideki wearing his love for Japanese tokusatsu on his spandex sleeve. Instead of gothic castles and demons, he wanted bright colors, campy villains, and a nobody turned into a superhero who saves the day, well, with style points actually, pretty cool. And with that drive in mind, Joe was born. An average movie geek who gets yanked into Movie Land, gets handed a V-Watch by Captain Blue, and is told to become a hero. And the result was a beat-em-up wrapped in comic book aesthetics, powered by movie special effects, and starring one of gaming's most unlikely heroes. This idea/premise sounded so good that Capcom set up its own studio called Clover Studios to bring this idea to life.